Hi, Jesse, Kitty, Mickey, and Bob. Mike's in Texas, but he's going to do a selfie because I talked to him last night. But we just decided to get together because Aunt Lois told us to. And we just want to say that even though we're not there in the body, in the flesh, we wanted to represent. So.
We're there in spirit.
Absolutely. And as Mom's children, those of us, the four of us that are left, we just felt we had to say something. Because my biggest memory of Aunt Rose is candied yams. Whenever she was here in Syracuse or whenever I was there in Detroit, she would make candied yams for me because she knew I loved them. I remember the last time I had them, James went to the store. I think they were living on Warren Ave. It was above a grocery store or something. James went to the store to get potatoes for me. It took him like 3.5 hours to get back to Rose. But when he got back with the potatoes, she made candied yams and we ate them. I love Mom's family, my mother's family. I love everything that they represent. And when I grow up, I want to be like them. That's it for me. We tried to give Jesse the opportunity to go first, but he chose not to, so now it's his turn. This is my brother Jesse. Jesse Dowdell.
That was not necessary. I am not talking.
You have to talk to him. I mean, you tell him to talk.
Okay, I'll go next since I'm the second youngest of Mom's children. I have a couple of great memories of Aunt Rose. The first one is probably the year that she and her husband were in town. And I really can't remember the occasion, but it was around Kitty's birthday. And
which was very important to me.
yeah.
My birthday.
So Aunt Rose was in town, and that night we were going out. And we had dinner. I can't remember exactly where we had dinner, somewhere on Erie Boulevard. But from dinner we went to Mike's house. Aunt Rose was the only one of Mom's sisters that chose to accompany us that night.
Because she could hang, remember?
Right,
she would stay up as late as we would.
Right. And from there she even went to the Dinkler for the jazz,
Oh,
for the
yes,
music.
yes, I remember. I remember that.
That's one of my good memories of her. And my other great memory of her is her quietness.
Mm-hmm.
How you could barely hear her when she spoke, but she always had something to say. But it was always so quiet, and it always was preceded by baby. That's how she would talk to us. That's those are my best memories of Aunt Rose.
I remember, Mickey, how much she liked music, and something would come on the radio, and she would move like one shoulder to the rhythm. Yeah, like what he's doing now. But she would feel it, and she would move like one shoulder. But she loved music. Good memories, good memories. And this is part of the celebration that we thought we could
Contribute.
There you go. Jesse?
Well, I guess to sum it up, she was a very low-key, very quiet, soft-spoken person, which, in my mind, I think it was a tremendous strength of hers because, you know, it was very, well, Aunt Rose was Aunt Rose. There was just nothing that she could do wrong, really.
Right.
And I just think, you know, the world is going to miss a personality of that sort. I mean, such a person that is so gentle and so, I think we were blessed to have her here for 100 years.
For sure.
Oh my gosh, yes.
For sure.
So with that, I would say to Aunt Rose, Bio con Dios, which is go with God.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Bob?
Well, I think that I had an opportunity to meet Aunt Rose. The things that I remember by cooking, her quietness, and she was always, to me, an inspiration because the way she talked, she never used any harsh words.
You mean bad language?
Bad language.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, from my mother-in-law, her sister, I just enjoyed the whole family.
Also, how much they enjoyed being together.
Right.
When I can remember
You mean
Mom,
the siblings? All
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah, how
Fanny.
much they loved one another.
Yeah.
It was just always really good to see them all together. And I can remember Aunt Rose as a young woman. She was beautiful. She was simply gorgeous. And she was their big sister, and she wore that role really well. And I'll miss just knowing she's in the world with
Absolutely.
us. I will miss that.
But to reach 100-point-something years is nothing but the grace of God.
What a blessing.
And you know, I don't know if we'll see it, any of us, but what a wonderful, wonderful life. Everybody's children belong to Rose.
Yeah,
Everybody's children, moms, Fanny's,
yeah.
T's, anybody. She was the
Anybody.
epitome of gentleness and kindness, I think.
Yeah.
I think. And I think that's true in each one of them, those that are still here and those that are gone. It's what I want to be when I grow up.
For sure. So, in closing for me, I'd like to say to Aunt Lois, be strong,
And T, if he's there,
be strong.
and the rest of the family, we need to get closer.
Yeah,
We need to get closer. Because that padding that we had, my mother, Rose, Uncle Bruh,
family.
Claude, Fanny, we're now we're that level. We're that, there's no more padding. We've got to step up our game as a family. That's it for me. Oh, I would like to say this. Mickey's just had surgery on her arm. Jesse, a week before Mickey had surgery on his knee, and I'm the chauffeur, and I enjoy it because now that I'm retired, I think it's a blessing for me to be able to do it because there was a time I couldn't. So that's one of the reasons that we won't be with you, but you know you're in our hearts, you're in our minds. And again, it's
in
not
our
a time to
prayers.
be sad.
Yeah.
It's just a wonderful time that Rose was in reasonable health
Yeah.
for 100 years. Can you imagine? Can
But I
you
want to be
imagine?
like her.
That's right.
I want to be like her.
So we'll see you guys when we see you. We love you all.
God bless.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.